What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth, and I'm back with you today to show you guys another section of my horror movie collection. You got any plans this weekend? Yeah, me too. All right, today we're looking at row 3, section 15, which is this guy right here. It's going to be a quick one today. Let me get them things pulled and I'll show you what I've got. As always, I hope everybody out there is doing well and staying safe. All right, so at the beginning of the video, I said this was going to be a pretty quick one because most of this are like the old legacy black and white collections of the Universal monsters, and I'm not reading the backs of all of those. By now, pretty much everybody knows what they are, so I'm just going to fly through those real quick. All right, here we go. I do need these to read what little I'm going to read. I got the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and this one contains, let's see, Revenge of the Creature, Back to the Black Lagoon, and a whole bunch of other goodies on here, like bonus features, interviews, and so on and so forth. Next up, it's more of the same for all of these. Next we have Bela Lugosi's Dracula. This one is the Spanish version of Dracula 1931, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, and House of Dracula. And a whole bunch of documentaries and behind-the-scenes stuff. Well, not behind the scenes exactly, but bonus footage, bonus interviews, and so on and so forth. These are pretty cool. The only one of these, honestly, that I've gone through reasonably well was this one, the Frankenstein set. There's just a ton of cool stuff on these things. This one includes The Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein, and House of Frankenstein, and then a whole bunch of bonus stuff as well on this one. So I also bought the Blu-ray of basically that one. I don't even know why I bought. How good could this possibly look on Blu-ray? I don't know. I have never even put this in my DVD player. I saw this, I think, on a Black Friday for like $5 and had to buy it. They had all of these on Blu-ray, but I didn't buy them. The one that I wish I did buy, oddly enough, is The Bride of Frankenstein. I wish I picked that one up. All right, then we have The Invisible Man. This one includes The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman, Invisible Agent, and The Invisible Man's Revenge. We have Boris Karloff's The Mummy. Includes The Mummy's Hand, The Mummy's Tomb, The Mummy's Ghost, and The Mummy's Curse. And finally, The Wolfman, which includes Werewolf of London, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, and She-Wolf of London. Those are all pretty cool. I remember when those things came out. I found all of them pretty quickly. Strangely, I think the one that I had a hard time finding was The Mummy. Or excuse me, The Invisible Man. And it's kind of odd that the one I couldn't find was The Invisible Man. All right, next up, I picked this up at a Goodwill, I believe. Cinematic Titanic presents Legacy of Blood. And this includes, what's in here? Isn't this? The Dean family patriarch has died and left a fortune to his children and servants. Weird. The occasion soon turns grim when they discover they must all spend the entire week at the family estate together. It's all the same old family routine. Backbiting, billiards, rumor, innuendo, canings, pantsuits, and ham. Until one by that's a party. Until one by one they start turning up dead. So this is just basically one of those movies. Get a whole bunch of people together that don't like each other, put them in a house for 24 hours, or in this case, over the weekend, and see who's still standing. Whatever. We've seen that 1,000 times. April Fool's Day, I think, may have done it best. All right, The Legend of Hell House. I believe I've watched this, but if I've watched it, it's been a pretty long time. Leave your sanity on the doorstep. It sits there shrouded in mist and mystery, a nesting place for living evil and terror from the dead. It's Hell House. Roddy McDowell heads the cast of this exciting chiller about psychic investigators in the dark, brooding mansion they themselves call the Mount Everest of haunted houses. It's already destroyed one team of researchers. Now this brave quartet ventures in for another try at unraveling the secret. But before they succeed, they must suffer through madness, murder, and everything else that the spirits dwell here have in store for them. Cannot read today to save my life. Blah, 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 blah. I lost my place now. Good. Yet learning the truth just might drive them all insane. An ingeniously devised ghost story, The Legend of Hell House, will thrill and delight veteran horror fans from the first creaking door to the very last slithering shadow. From 1973. I was 2 when this movie came out. So maybe it's been about that long since I've seen it, because I really don't remember this movie at all. I do want to say that I've seen this, but I don't remember this. Next up is Legion of the Dead. Bought this for at a going out of business sale. I believe the place was called Orbit Video. It was in Somers Point, New Jersey. And when I got there, this was actually marked off. So I got this for like $1. I know I haven't seen this. Wilming and his sidekick Luke have just started a relaxing trip through the beautiful California desert when they stumble onto a small town where, unbeknownst to them, a mysterious tall blonde man and his sadistic henchmen are killing people to create a Legion of the Dead. So basically man-made zombies is what we're talking about here. I don't know, that looks like a vampire to me. Maybe they're creating vampires. Whatever. Legion seems to be tied to vampires a lot. Satan's army walks the earth. Whatever. All right, next up. 4-film collection. I received this from Marc of Horror. Leprechaun. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have only seen 1. I thought it was okay. It was better than I expected it to be. I did a review on that. I'll put that link below. I did a review on that on St. Patrick's Day 2021. I thought it was entertaining. I laughed at it myself, to be quite honest with you, because I'm such a goofball. But I was not the biggest fan of that movie. So what this DVD is going to do, it's going to provide me content for the next 3 St. Patrick's Days. So 2022, look out for my review of Leprechaun 2. All right, next up. Let Me In. This is a fantastic remake of Let the Right One In. This is a little girl vampire. In this case, this is the American version. This is Chloe Grace Moretz portrays the vampire. Little girl lives in an apartment complex, becomes friends with a little boy, but she's a vampire, so it can't be, she can't be getting too close to this kid. This one's really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, but I honestly did not enjoy it as much as Let the Right One In. This one, I believe, is a French film, and it was just better. This is almost like a direct remake of it. I think America said, hey, that movie's fantastic. We need one of those. So they basically made the same thing as this. I just thought this one was better, which is usually the case for me. I usually love, when it comes to us remaking foreign films, the original one, in my opinion, is just about always better. All right, next up, Let Us Pray. I don't think I've seen this one. I'm pretty sure I have not watched this, although Pollyanna McIntosh is in it, so I should probably check it out. My loyalty to The Walking Dead. On her first night at a backwater precinct, rookie cop Rachel, portrayed by Pollyanna McIntosh, from The Woman, as well as from The Walking Dead, finds herself surrounded by violent officers and criminals. Her job becomes all the more terrifying when a mysterious man, portrayed by Liam Cunningham, from Game of Thrones fame, is brought in and strange things begin occurring. Soon it becomes clear that the stranger has something to do with supernatural events. And Rachel must fight for her life against cop and crook alike as they turn on each other and themselves. That doesn't even seem to make it... whatever. They turn on themselves. Now I get it. Morning does it to me. Turn on each other and themselves. Now she has to survive the night and uncover the stranger's true plans before she, too, falls prey to the unholy power that seeks to destroy them all. All right. So I immediately, just by looking at this image on the back of this box, got something in my head of like a mix of Starry Eyes and The Last Shift. The Last Shift. Starry Eyes, I remember that being all right. The Last Shift is really cool. Also takes place in a police precinct. I think I talked about that a couple videos in this collection. It's like the last... I'm not going to tell you about that movie. I haven't seen this movie, but The Last Shift I remember being pretty good, and that actually reminded me of it. Whatever. All right, and the last film of this video is Life with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jake Gyllenhaal, and what the hell's the other guy's name? Deadpool. What the hell's the guy's name? Ryan Reynolds. The friggin' Best Buy sticker is over his name. I guarantee you that's where his name is. Ryan Reynolds and Rebecca Ferguson. This was actually pretty good too. I watched this as soon as it came out, and that's the only time I watched it, so it's been a while. Life is an intense sci-fi. I remember something happened at the beginning of this movie that took me quite by surprise. Life is an intense sci-fi thriller about a team of scientists aboard an international space station whose mission of discovery turns into one primal fear when they find a rapidly evolving life form that caused extinction on Mars and now threatens the crew and all life on Earth. That whole thing I just read is one sentence. The entire synopsis of this movie is one gigantic ass sentence. This was actually pretty good. I enjoyed this. I think that I should probably sit down and watch this again. Like I said, something happens towards the beginning of this movie that took me by surprise quite a bit, honestly. But it was pretty good. I like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. I just, for the most part, those guys can do no wrong with me. I just enjoy their work. Although I haven't seen Deadpool. I just might be the only guy in the United States that hasn't seen Deadpool. I haven't seen either one of them. I gotten to a point where I'm considering starting to watch the Marvel Universe with my son. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot of them. I think they've made 417 movies since I saw the last one. I just got overwhelmed with comic book movies. I just got tired of looking at it as I sit in front of a wall of horror movies. The whole comic book thing, it seemed like every 9 days a new one was coming out, and I just got sick of watching them. So that's the reason I haven't watched Deadpool. Heard it was great. Love Ryan Reynolds. Haven't seen Deadpool. You guys don't care about that. I'm going to get out of here. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you've been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a kick-ass day. And thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, folks. See you in the next one.